Check that out, fellas. I told you this thing is big, boy. Super big. You guys remember the old stocky? You know, nothing crazy. I think 92 millimeter. But that's our old in-tank setup. And you guys already know from the last videos, this is the new one here. I started to get ahead of myself and I started to set this thing up so we can put it in the car. But we have to set up the fuel rails, injectors, and all that. And if you guys don't know, this thing has a lid on it that the fuel injectors live inside along with your connectors. So we got to kind of set that thing up, but a perfect time to kind of talk about injectors. I know we talked about this years ago, but I want to let you guys know because we had to order a new set. We might as well talk about them because we cannot use our old set. I feel like fuel injectors are really one of those parts that kind of get glossed over in a build, and they're very important for your build. Now, why we can't use our old injectors for here? I mean, they're actually perfectly fine. And I love this company, and this is another reason why we decided to go with them again. It's Fuel Injector CLINC, FIC, Fuel Injector CLINC. Now, why we can't use our old ones? Again, they're in perfectly good shape. We can just get them cleaned, new seals, and call it a day. But because of this new in-tank setup, this one's the LS3 style fuel rails, and the ones we have on here are LS2 style fuel rails. And what the difference is really is just the height. Now, these are just too tall. They're way too tall for this fuel rail setup, so we had to order new ones. As a matter of fact, let's open these up. Let me move this out of the way so we can have a little bit of room to work. Big shout out to Fuel Injector CLINC for getting these out to us so we can try to make LS vests, but let's open this thing up with the YouTube magic, of course. Bam! That'll work, but we need one more. We need to actually unwrap these things, right? Bam, that's better. Now, they really live up to the name, Fuel Injector CLINC, right? It definitely looks like a box that should be somewhere in the doctor's office. I dig it for sure. Let's open up the goods. Oh, yeah, baby. Check those bad boys out. Those look so good. Packaging is absolutely amazing. I mean, just absolutely killed it there. But why go with Fuel Injector CLINC? Quite a bit of reasons, as a matter of fact. Let's talk about it. Guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Totally forgot to do the intro, but once again, Fuel Injector CLINC for the win. Now, why do I go with Fuel Injector CLINC? A bunch of reasons, and for me, again, it's two big ones. Two big ones for me personally. With any company, no matter injectors, wiring, you name it, is for one, the number one for me, customer service. Customer service, if the customer service is not there for a company that I deal with, that's when you know the product is probably not so great, or there's just not gonna, there's gonna be a lack of support there when you need them the most. So for sure, customer service, and these guys, shout out to Jesse over there, man. He's been helping me out since day one. Once again, customer service. Number two, for sure, quality. Quality. These things are absolutely robust, you name it. Not to mention, lifetime warranty, you guys. These things have lifetime warranty. So for whatever reason you feel like this thing has failed you, which is rare, of course, but it happens, you know, stuff breaks, it is what it is. But lifetime warranty, so it's hard to beat that, right? You got the lifetime warranty, great customer service, but also the stuff, how it's made, these bad boys right here are actually made with stainless steel internals. So what does that mean for us? So what that really means is the fuels. You know, these fuels that are out here at the gas stations are super harsh. You really never know what the alcohol, or I should say ethanol mixture is. And that big time stainless steel for the win. Not to mention, we're gonna be running E85 in this thing. You're gonna be running race fuel potentially in your car. I mean, stainless steel internals will definitely help this thing live a long time. Also, they also offer a service, which is pretty awesome. I didn't know it at the time when I first ordered the first set for the other in-tank, but they offer a cleaning service. So if you want to send yours in for whatever reason, you got a new build and you want to get them cleaned out, they offer you ship them out, and then they put them on the machine. They obviously clean them, run through them, put new seals on them and all that, and then send them right back to you. So that's pretty freaking neat. Because in at least where I live, there's not a lot of good performance shops out here that does that or even have that capability as far as that machine goes. But we're gonna slide these things on and kind of see how they go on. But this intake's kind of tricky because this guy right here, again, they want you to have this lid off. We have to install this manifold on, first because the bolts that go to the cylinder head are on the back side, on the inside, and then we can kind of place our injectors in and kind of get those things set up. Isn't that so freaking pretty, you guys? Check out those ported and polished heads. Man, those look amazing. Look how clean that looks down there. I mean, this is definitely be the cleanest it'll look for a while. But also, we've been working, fellas. We got kind of the fuel system in place. We started putting the accessory stuff on. A lot of work has been done. Also came up with this little plate back here because you guys remember our coil packs were back there, and we're gonna have to relocate those because of the intake manifold. So it just kind of came up with this little block off plate, try to, you know, cuten it up a little bit. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. But let me throw this thing on and we can hopefully put the injectors in and see what happens. Horsepower. A lot of you guys, really, that's all you guys look at is horsepower and say, can it handle the horsepower? Can it handle the horsepower? Well, the fuel system is really where it starts, along with the fuel pump, fuel tank, and all that good stuff. But if your injectors cannot handle the amount of horsepower you're trying to produce, forget about it. I don't care how big your turbos are. I don't care how big your, you know, supercharger is or what pulley you have on there. If you don't have the right injectors, you're going to starve that fuel, and guess what? A lot of bad things probably are going to happen. So these guys offer a wide range of variety when it comes to setting up your fuel system, when it comes to where there's just like a basic 400 horsepower build or 1500 horsepower. And then also another big thing to consider is that a lot of people don't really think about this when they're building these cars. They'll just go online and start shopping for injectors, and what happens is you'll see, oh yeah, this one is good for 600 horse, I'll grab that one. And you don't realize 600 horse NA, 600 horse boosted, 600 horse E85. There's so many different variables that go along with that, and you guys do not, myself included, I'm guilty of it as well. But we don't realize when we buy the injectors, and again, I made the mistake on that very first setup. We bought the wrong injectors, and it wasn't even that. It was actually something more along the lines of high impedance, low impedance. Another thing to take in consideration are your ECU. Is your ECU high impedance or low impedance capable? Are you running a stock ECU, aftermarket ECU, standalone? That's another great thing about these guys here is that theirs will be compatible with pretty much any ECU out there. I mean, you call them, they will verify, and I guarantee you these things are going to work for no matter what Dominator, stock Gen 4, LSU, or I'm sorry, ESU you're running, they're going to work for sure. So keep that in mind when you guys are looking at injectors. But going back to how to order your injectors is, again, horsepower, what kind of fuel you're going to run, boosted, not boosted, all those matter because as you order injectors, let's say you order, I don't know, 85-pound injectors, right? And 85-pound injectors might be good for like 800 horse, no problem, NA, right? But probably not so much for a boosted application or E85. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to run out of injector because you just saw, oh, good for 800 horse, good for 1,000 horsepower. And what happens is, as soon as you throw the boost, as soon as you throw the E85 in there, it actually brings that number way down. So you got to take that in consideration when you're ordering your injectors. Be mindful of that stuff, and these guys over there can definitely help you out. They have a great guide online. Again, customer service is amazing. They can help you spec out your injector. Let's say, for example, like we actually are not planning on running boost, but guess what? I got a bigger injector. And that's another thing to take in consideration is order the bigger injector, the one that's overkill really for your build, because guess what? You order it once, you don't have to do this again. I mean, these things are not cheap. Depending on what you get, it can be 500 bucks, it can be $1,000 set of injectors, and you don't want to do that twice. So I always like to go up a little bit. Again, we're running E85, so we're going to need a lot more, obviously, a lot more demanding. And then maybe we'll go boosted one day. Maybe we'll throw a turbo back on there, but we'll have the injectors to support it, because at the end of the day, even if you have a big fuel pump and you don't have a big enough injector, guess what? You're still going to starve the engine for fuel. You're not going to get the horsepower, you're not going to get the numbers, you're not going to get the performance. But one big other thing about Fuel Injector CLINC is that they have a matching flow rate. The matching flow rate, what does that mean, of matching flow rate? And their tolerance is within like 1%, maybe even less than that. The matching flow rate, for simple terms, is all your injectors within a percent, maybe not even that, are gonna be producing the amount of fuel exactly. Your injectors from Fuel Injector Clinic are actually gonna produce the amount of fuel evenly distributed, because what would happen, another way to blow up your motor, if you get a set of injectors for whatever company you decide to go with, and you got, you know, cylinders 2, 4, 8, and then on the other side everything's pretty identical, but you got that one cylinder over here, the number 6, within like a 5 to 10% tolerance, not producing enough fuel, guess what's going to happen? You're probably going to break something, or your car's going to run like shit. That's just what it is. So Fuel Injector Clinic, again, they have proven within 1%, be right there with, so that way all injectors, all 8 injectors, 6, 4, whatever you guys are running, are all firing identically, as close as possible. We're gonna slide the lid on real quick, fellas, just to kind of see what this thing looks like, give you guys an idea. Of course, you got the carbon fiber piece, the trim that kind of goes over this thing, but you can see that looks pretty freaking slick, man. That's gonna give it a whole different look in the engine bay. But once again, fellas, do me a favor, if you guys found any knowledge, if any of this information helped you guys out when selecting your fuel injectors, make sure you hit up Jesse over that Fuel Injector Clinic. Tell him Goose sent you, get you hooked up for your build. But do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and hit the bell for notifications. You guys already know. Stay wrenching.